Yeah.
Right, so sorry, that's the...
So hook-up cable in here.
Yeah.
12 volt socket in there with some USBs.
Okay.
Also, you can see there's 2 aerial cables in there. So that's for when you're on site. Some sites will have.
Before I say good night from me and a good night from who's already in bed, getting settled in for the night, I just wanted to show you something that we now have, which is a mobile unit. Morning, people. Right, we had a effective test day yesterday, and right, so sorry, that's the...
So hook-up cable in here.
Yeah.
12 volt socket in there with some USBs.
Okay.
Also, you can see there's 2 aerial cables in there. So that's for when you're on site. Some sites will have.
terrestrial.
Yeah. So you just plug it in there, and then that will feed the van.
Okay. Did that light come on automatically?
Yeah, when you open it, sensors. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the wheels.
They're all the wheels, the steel wheels that they come with anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously the ladder, and then the awning handle, and the clips for the awning handle. If you want to
it up
put them
somewhere.
up, yeah. These ones in here are chocks for the wheels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
They just give them out in standard.
Okay. Right. Yeah, that's all straightforward.
Yeah, you've got the bent switch there, look. And another 12 volt socket. Also got a main socket there.
Okay.
You've got
Is that 240 volt, that one?
Yes.
Okay.
So you've got an inverter, which you'll need to download the Victron Energy app.
Okay.
You can also turn it on and off from here anyway.
Okay.
It's also linked, when you're plugged in, it will automatically switch that one off, and it will use your offshore power instead of using that.
Okay.
Yeah? And then when you unplug it, it will then switch over to that.
Okay.
All you got to do is make sure, if you're not using it, really, is to just turn it off.
Okay.
Rather than having it on all the time.
Okay.
Because it will.
And does
drain
that activate all sockets to 240 volt?
Yeah. Phil, have you had one of these before?
Yeah. So I probably never need to go in there.
Not really,
that just fills
no.
them up, doesn't it?
Yeah, all that does is fill them up, and unless you, what I tell people is, have you had these before?
Not the LPG, no.
Well, if you've got one bottle open and one closed, when you run out of gas, you know that I've got one bottle left. It's now probably time to start looking for LPG fill stations.
Self-explanatory which one's on and which one's not.
So that one will be on, and that one is on at the same time, but yeah, that one's on at the moment.
So do I need to shut those to fill it, or open both of those to fill it?
I would turn them off. Because not only that,
So turn them both off, fill it up, and then open one back up again.
It saves you then filling the van with gas as well. You know, you're filling all the pipe work.
Ages. There's a lot of gas there.
Well, yeah, that's like 42 litres of gas in there.
Plenty. So water.
Yeah, so the water filler cap. Staying out.
It's kind of, it wants to.
Yeah, you can feel it.
So that's the water filler.
That one, you fill the water tank up, which is underneath. That one there is a 12 volt socket, so if you ever have...
Oh, if you've got like a 40 litre, give you the additional water.
And you should have a pump to go with it.
That's what we had problems with on the Swift. It wouldn't open, it just kept spinning.
Vistage.
Oh, like that?
Yeah. We ended up to buy a new one, which meant we ended up with a second key, which was a bit
It will look like this. Pitch black.
Okay.
You come in and you press this on button on here, and you can go on to lights, which is this side.
Yeah.
You press on, and it will turn the initial lights on.
Okay.
And then there's buttons down here which will turn the other lights on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all your habitational lights. So that is the main control for the whole thing. That is. Apart from the heating, which is that
so
bit.
this will control your water pump, give you battery voltages, give you water levels. It will give you internal, external temperatures.
Right.
This one here, battery voltages, leisure battery, engine battery. And this one here will give you water levels.
Okay, so that's waste.
Yeah, that one is waste and then fresh. All right.
Okay.
This one here is settings for the van. So that little aux button will activate that little 12-volt plug that's on the outside by the water.
Yep.
Yeah. And we can leave that one off for now.
So if I plug that in and then I'll realise there's no water coming to it, because it's the aux. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And then the rest of them are just settings for this control panel itself. So time and date, time that you want this screen to time out on, 30 seconds, an hour. Yeah. Okay. Temperatures offset is not really needed. Battery, if you want, it's set at AGM, but if you want lithium, upgrading batteries if you need to, it's set up for that to be done.
Okay.
All right.
It's not touching it too much. I think it's just the side of it, maybe. Right, the back's just about to go over the wall, but you've got loads of room. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do, stop!
Over, roger, over and out, roger that, roger.
So, we're just heading to the M40. It is Thursday at 4:20. We're due to be at Curborough for 6:08. So we are first time loaded the motorhome. Mr. J,
Yeah.
how you feeling?
Not so stressed as I was earlier, getting everything loaded up and making sure we've got everything and panicking that we've forgotten something. But it is what it is now. I've got my race licence, I've got my race gear, we've got food, we've got electric, we've got water. What more do we need?
Oh, not really.
Other than some talent. I think I might have left that at home.
We'll have to see.
So yeah, round one. It's a sprint, so it's not a race as in, you know, you qualify and you get on a grid with X many people and then go for it. It's a sprint, so you get, I think tomorrow is, you just go out and do as many goes at it as you want. And then on Saturday you get up, you have your briefing, sign on, and then I think, because there's only one grid this year, instead of two, which is normal for Caterham Academy, I believe the plan for Saturday is that we should get 6 or 7 runs opposed to the normal 4. So I suppose it gives us a better chance. It gives everyone a better chance to get a better time. So it's just a sprint. It's a figure of 8, like you do 2 laps.
So you get championship points for it, but you don't get a stamp. That's correct,
you don't
isn't
get
it?
a signature on your licence, no. So it doesn't count towards your.
Because it isn't really a race. It's a time trial.
It's a sprint, yeah, time trial sprint, whatever you want to call it.
So
I'm more excited about actually being away in the motorhome.
yeah, I'm not sure everybody's going to be there this evening. Some people might just turn up tomorrow.
Possibly, yeah, depending. I don't know where everyone lives, but I'd imagine there'll be 90% of them will be there this evening.
So we will maybe put the camera on when we get there and just show
Give you a walk around of our rig.
and the setup. So yeah, I'm hoping the traffic's gonna improve, but we shall see. But we'll check in with you later. 1 mile to go, and it's a narrow lane, so we're just hoping nothing's coming the other way, which shouldn't really be, but you never know.
Sketchy if you've got a trailer.
Yeah, guessing. Day, wasn't it? The trailer, there's a caravan, there's quite a few people down there. Vans, there's a motorhome. Yeah, that'll be the Caterham trailer, won't it?
We've got past the entrance. Here we are, we're set up. We think we've levelled it, we forgot a spirit level. But temperature's certainly dropped since we. Oh, that's noisy. That'll keep us up in the night. Before I say good night from me and a good night from who's already in bed, getting settled in for the night, I just wanted to show you something that we now have, which is a mobile unit by Bluetti, and this we've had that on for the last couple of hours. We've been charging stuff on this extension lead here, so through this, but also running our GigaCube Wi-Fi unit, and amazingly, just zoom in a bit, look at the percentage that we've still got, 99%. I mean, it's literally lost, that's probably in the last 10 minutes, it's lost 1% in the last probably 2.5 hours of it being on, so pretty impressed with that. We're going to test this over this weekend, so I think I might just literally leave it on all the time, constantly drain it as I'm charging stuff, and we'll let you know how we get on with it. But it's the new Elite V200 unit from Bluetti. I'll give you some more details on that over the weekend, but yeah, it's going to be left on literally until it goes flat. I don't think it will go flat over the 3 days that we're going to be here, so yeah, watch this space.
So good morning from sunny but chilly Curborough. We've been up for a little while. It's 10 to 8. AJ's just at the car sorting some stuff out, taking the cover off, and then he's going to go and sign on. So we'll just go out and see. A lot of people didn't stay last night, maybe 3 or 4 of us, but people are turning up now. So let's go and see what's going on. So it's got the new number plates on. So sign on is in about 10 minutes. We need to sort the seat out today, put a bit more padding in there. We had to take the fuel out of the garage last night. We thought we might die of fumes. But yeah, no, good start. So let's see what today holds. So they're all just having their briefing. I'm just off to find a bin. So just having a little scout out now as to where I can stand when the sprint's on. We actually did a walk around the sprint course last night, but it was pitch black, so we didn't record it. So it looks like there's a circle that end and then a straight circle that end, and then so it's kind of a figure of 8, so a really long one.
next day.
Morning, people. Right, we had a effective test day yesterday and done 6 runs. Sadly, I've done really bad. First run, I doubled up on the lap, so I'd done a lap and a half. So I had an 83.5 second lap. And then by the end of the day I managed to get down to 70.2, so I was hoping to break the 70-second, but I didn't, and that actually put me in 22nd position, which I'm really not very happy about, but you know, those be the situations that I'm dealing with. So anyway, it's now the morning of the actual official race day, and as you can see, people are now up, getting themselves ready, waking themselves up. There she is. I keep calling it a she, but it's actually called Hunter, so it should actually be a he, as it is named after my uncle. So here he is, Hunter, ready for some action today. So we had a relatively decent night's sleep last night. However, it was really windy, and this turbine was absolutely going like a hoonie. So I thought at one point it was going to come down on us. So anyway, this is your morning update. Most people look quite keen and eager. I'm actually still quite tired and apprehensive, but yeah, let's see what today brings. What a day. Just about to go and do the awards, if you want to call it the awards, for people that got first, second and third. I think I ended up in, actually I'm not going to say what it is, because yeah, I'm not quite sure where I ended up, but I'll check and I'll let you know. But good day. Finished. Gonna get changed, get out of this glad rags and get loaded up. So I'll give you a lowdown on the way home. Cheers. We're back home. That was a very interesting weekend. When I say interesting, it was an eye-opener. I thought I've been driving 30 odd years. I thought I'm quite a capable driver. I'm quite quick on track on a bike. I thought, you never know, I might actually be quite quick at this game. Had 2 track days, only driven the car twice. Ended up 25th out of, well, 32 people entered, 2 didn't actually turn up, so technically 30 people, and I ended up 25th. Normally, I'd be really downtrodden from that, and I'd be like, Jesus Christ, what the hell have I got to do now? But I'm actually thinking, right, I've got to do something really bad to go further back than that. So I'm kind of looking at it and thinking, right, let's get on with it, see what we can do now. So up in the game, bringing it on. Anyway, I thought I'd just do a quick, I said at the beginning, or close to the beginning of this, about our Bluetti system, the Elite 200, 2600 watt, 2073.6 watt hour battery pack from Bluetti. Oh look, there's a Sharpie just there.
Hello.
Peering through the door.
I wondered who you were talking to then.
I'm talking to camera, just explaining that we've just got home.
Okay.
And I'm just giving them a recap of the weekend. And you've been out to get some snacks. Ooh, some value snacks. So anyway, we've had this thing. I'm going to turn it around in a minute because you're going to want to see the percentage. We've had the Wi-Fi running off of it. We've had a kettle running off it. We've had coffee machine running off of it. We got there on Thursday night about 6:45. We set it up, it was at 100%, we plugged everything into it. Obviously we've got the motorhome, so we have been running stuff off of that as well, so don't think for 1 minute we've been running this for 3 and a bit days, everything off of this Bluetti, but we've been using it in an environment that we thought, right, what are our essentials, excuse me, what if we went away in the T6 that you can just see over there, that has got a leisure battery but hasn't got a lot, and we wanted to take this with us. We wanted to know what's it good for. So we put it through the paces, and amazingly, it's still got 43%, which I am absolutely blown away by that. I mean, that is just phenomenal for something that, I mean, to be fair, it's probably the weight of a 1.5 car batteries. But you've got your USB-Cs, USB-As, 2 3-pin, 240 volt. 230 volt outlets. You've got an outlet for a lighter socket, so you've got DC and AC. We only run it on AC while we're away because we didn't need the DC, but yeah, I mean, that's just 43. I mean, we used just over half of it in 3 days. I mean, super happy with that. So if you're in the market for one, we've even got the 120 watt solar panel, which I'll put a picture on the screen now of what that looks like. It's enormous. I mean, that would charge that again, probably if you didn't touch that and you were out all day and left it somewhere charging with the sunlight that we're getting at the moment, I'd say that would fully charge that in about 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, I would say that is your Amex. Yeah, for those that are old enough, don't leave home without it. So anyway, that's my piece on Bluetti. Very impressed. I'll put a link on the screen if you want one. We had one of these, an older model of this, and we found it to be, you know, outstanding to what you actually need on a day van, or, you know, I mean, this theoretically, this would actually last longer on a full charge than our 110 litre water tank if we were away for about a week. I reckon that would last. So anyway, great weekend, great round 1, Curborough sprint. Hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, give it a like, hit the bell button, and you haven't already subscribed, we'd love for you to join us and see what the rest of this racing malarkey is all about. Next stop, Wednesday week, we are off to Brands Hatch. However, tomorrow we're literally jumping in the car, we're nipping over to Germany. I'm going to go and do a day around the Nürburgring, so I'll be filming that if you want to come with us. That'll be in the next episode. Cheers, bye bye.
Trust myself. Oh, I'm gonna love myself.